Knowledge versus wisdom. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put tomato in a fruit salad. It's a great example of, having knowledge, which is information or an idea or things that you know about. Wisdom is putting actions or experience behind it and using that knowledge for some kind of gain or some kind of experience. I'll give you a couple of examples. It'll make sense. I think all of us agree, reading's good for you. You should read. Reading's great. Well, how often are you reading? Right? Because the knowledge is knowing you should read to get smarter. Wisdom is actually reading on a consistent basis, whether it's daily or weekly or monthly or whatever the case, A couple other examples. People are like, oh yeah, you should exercise. Exercise is good for you. Are you actually exercising? Right? There goes the knowledge of you should exercise. You know it's good for you. You know there's a lot of benefits to it. Are you exercising? If the answer is no, then you have the knowledge, but not the wisdom. And there's a ton of examples that I could go with this. Like you should eat healthy, but you don't. You should do your homework early in advance, but you don't. There's all these little things and ideas that we know up here. We get it. It makes sense to us and we do. But actions, and that's kind of a different story. That's kind of not happening. And my challenge to you guys is where do you have knowledge on certain things, but you don't have the wisdom to back it up? Now, if you want to, you can just make a list of all the good knowledge you have and then kind of do the wisdom. Is the wisdom matching the knowledge and going together? But instead of trying to do all of them, because sometimes in life we try to do everything, fix everything. And I'm saying, no, pick one thing. Maybe for the next week, maybe for the next month, there's this one area. Hey, you know what? I've been knowing about the exercise thing. I just don't do it. I've been knowing about the eating healthy thing. I just don't do it. I've been knowing about the homework and the studying. I just don't do it. Just pick that one thing and focus on that. Because if you can just get better at that one thing, get that figured out, build it into your routine, just kind of make it part of your everyday life, then after that, we can move on to the next. Or we can continue to improve and create more wisdom in that area. It's just, guys, we're all trying to get better, man. We're all trying to improve. We all have areas that we have to grow in. But the main thing for all of you guys, I think, is find out your knowledge versus your wisdom and try to turn more knowledge into wisdom. You can accomplish anything you want as long as you're willing to sacrifice and put in the work. I believe in you. Go get them.